25 lap feature event. And then to finish it off will be our Pinty's 358 modifieds. Making up row number 1 tonight in the number 6, that'll be Rob Meisner. To the outside, the 4 of Tyler Winger. Making up row number 2, the 51Z of Zachary Kimbrough. And alongside him, that'll be the 8M of Mark Marcucci. Making up row number 3, the 1 of Paul Klager and the 20 of Brandon Shaw. Row number 4, that'll be the 17 of Josh Slider and the 16S of Keith Smith. Making up row number 5, the 71X of Doug Jones. And to the outside of him, the 23 of Jeffrey May. Row number 6, the 16C of Chris Steele. Going to have to hurry to get into position for tonight's feature event as he is doing double duty here tonight. And alongside Steeler, that'll be the 16 of Brent Bigelow, another driver doing double duty here tonight. The 08 of Stephen Beckett and the 26R of RJ Pitts. Making up row number 8, that'll be the 40D of Jay Dye and the 39X of Marty DeMole. Row number 9, Chris Robinson in the 12R and the 27 of Ray Slider Jr. Row number 10, that'll be the 56 of Allison Prince and the 07 of Chris Watson. Rounding out our field tonight will be the 65 of Michael Forcine and the 6S of Riley Slider.
Tusa Mod Light Canadian Nationals here tonight at Merrittville. This race originally scheduled for September, but Mother Nature decided to intervene.
So a few drivers to watch here tonight. Obviously, the 17 of Josh Slider proved to be very fast in the heats earlier on this evening. The 1 of Paul Klager, also very fast. The 8M of Mark Marcucci. I said earlier as well, when he comes here, it is a good performance that he puts on. I think he likes this racetrack. But, we've got a few of our regulars that are going to be running up at the front as well. The 6 of Rob Meisner, I don't think we can count him out as well.
Don't count out Chris Steele either in the 16 and moving up into position. Fresh off a runner-up run with the Patriot Sprint Tour. Jeffrey May, past track champion, also starting position number 10. Steelers rolls off 11th. You'll share a row with the red 16 of Brent Bigelow. White flag up in the air will go green next time around. 25 laps for the Tusa Mod Light Canadian Nationals here at Merrittville as part of the Peters Excavating Spring Sizzler. I'd like to thank Darren and Jordan Peters and all the gang over at Peters Excavating for their support of racing here at Merrittville. Also, like to thank all of our friends at Bobcat of Hamilton, being the weekly racing sponsor here at Merrittville. Theo Curvin will make the left-hander. Rob Meisner and Tyler Winger, row number 1, the Tusa Mod Light Tour Canadian Nationals gets the green. We're underway at Merrittville.
Rob Meisner will lead the way down the back stretch. Over the 4 of Tyler Winger, taking the outside lane. The 51 of Zachary Kimbrough to the inside, holding off the 8M of Mark Marcucci as the 17 of Josh Slider way into the moat. We've seen him do that many times here on a Saturday night.
Slider going for position number 6 around the 20 machine. He will complete the pass this time here on the main straightaway. Paul Klager up one already in the 1A, the Beamsville Bullet. And they're going at it with the Marcucci 8. 3 wide for the 4th spot. Top 3 are single file. Rob Meisner, sophomore driver Tyler Winger, and the 51Z machine of Kimbrough.
The 17 of Slider, we knew he was going to be hot out of the gate, but here we are just a few laps into this feature event, and he is already sitting in the 3rd spot. Quickly moving up on the bumper of the 4 Winger machine as we click off 4 laps here in this feature event. Still the 6 of Rob Meisner showing the way over Tyler Winger, who is closing the gap on Meisner, and there is Josh Slider right on the bumper of Tyler Winger. A 3-man race as we see that door bracing coming apart on the Slider machine.
Caution's out for Stephen Beckett, parked on the inside rail in turn 4.
Lights go out on the Thorold Auto Parts Pace Truck once again. Keeping it real here in the tower.
Goes pretty good. Meisner will hit the loud one first. We're back on it. Josh Slider, Paul Klager, the heavy hitters of the weekly competitors here at Merrittville, quickly rising to the top of the crop here in this one, as now sophomore sensation Tyler Winger takes over the race lead. In the Roma number 4 is just as I say it. Tyler slips up the hill. Meisner and Slider will battle for the lead as Klager will battle Winger for 3rd.
And now Slider makes quick progress of the 6 of Meisner as he gets by him going down the backstretch. He will be your leader coming out of turn number 4 over Rob Meisner, and the battle is on for 3rd now with Tyler Winger and the 1 of Paul Klager. As they take it through 1 and 2, it'll be Winger and Klager door to door.
Josh Slider up front. Rob Meisner in 2nd. Paul Klager around the Winger 4. He'll take over 3rd. Mark Marcucci in 5th. But the real deal, Chris Steele, quickly reeling them in as we have the 48-65 machine parked here on the main straightaway exiting turn 4. That'll slow the field down again. Josh Slider, race leader, will pick the outside for the restart. He will fire anywhere between the scoreboard and the cone, exiting turn 4. Safety lights off the Thorold Auto Parts Merrittville Speedway pace truck. Theo Curvin will make the left-hander and head to the infield. Slider and Meisner. Green is up. We are racing once again. What a restart for Paul Klager. He'll quickly jump to the inside of Meisner for the 2 spot. Marcucci and the real deal, Chris Steele, will battle for 4th. Paul Klager up to 2nd. The Beamsville Bullet is on a mission tonight, but they're chasing down Josh Slider exiting turn 4.
Not the best of restarts for the 4 of Tyler Winger. He falls all the way back to the 8th spot as we have 2 cars come together down on the front stretch here. So the caution will come out again, just what all the fans wanted to see.
Josh Slider, Paul Klager. Green flag goes up in the air. As they take off for turn 1. Everybody will survive turns 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. Josh Slider up front, Paul Klager second, Meisner third. Marcucci is fourth. Chris Steele and the Doug Jones 71 battling for the fifth position, well, fourth spot right now as they go 3 wide off turn 2 with Jones having it down the backstretch.
Now the battle on for the 5th spot with the 8M of Mark Marcucci taking to the high side over the 61C of Chris Steele. As he now takes that spot away from Marcucci, who gets a little sideways in turn number 2, able to stay on straight and narrow though, and we will stay green. Still 17 of Josh Slider, just in cruise control out here tonight.
Slider taking the Niagara Falls Nissan Tender Cup Meet 17 for a Saturday night cruise here at Merrittville. Paul Klager trying to chase him down. Doug Jones, Rob Meisner, Chris Steele, your top 5. Slider starting to stretch out the advantage over Klager. We're past halfway. 14 down, 11 to go. 3 wide mid-pack between Marcucci, Watson, and Pitts. That's the closest battle on the Speedway. Rob Meisner has 4th, but he's in jeopardy of losing it to the real deal. Chris Steele with 10 to go.
Meisner a little too high coming out of turn number 4, and that really opened the door for Chris Steele, who took advantage of that opening, moved himself into the 4th spot. Meisner falling back to 5th, and now he will have the 51 of Zach Kimbrough to deal with.
Kimbrough with a 5.5-hour trip from West Virginia to join us tonight. As Slider and Klager get around the lap cars of Riley Slider. And the 56 machine of Allison Pierce. Turn 4, caution is out. Turn 1. The 20 of Jay Dye. Sorry, I went to Sluxic on everybody for about 2 seconds.
So lights go out on the Thorold Auto Parts pace truck, and that means next time by we will go back green flag racing. Josh Slider got some contention in the form of the 1 of Paul Klager.
Restart green will fly right now. Paul Klager on the inside. Josh Slider outside. Slider will pull away. Here comes the real deal, Chris Steele. Looking to the outside of Klager. Possibly the fastest car on the racetrack is the driver of the 16, the hired gun, driving one of the Kevin Smith entries. And Steeler takes over the 2 spot. Does he have time to reel in Slider? It's the Kimbrough 51 Z machine slowing here on the main straightaway, and that will bring out the caution.
See what he can do on this restart. Of course, Josh has not missed a beat on any of these restarts. So once again, our lights go out on the Thorold Auto Parts Pace Truck. We always say on these eventful nights that Thorold Auto Parts is going to be charging us for the kilometers that Theo puts on here on a Saturday night, and tonight just might be one of those nights. We put a lot of kilometers on that truck.
Restart green. Here we go. Slider hits the loud one first, but Steelers, they're answering the challenge into turns number 1 and 2. The two fastest cars on the racetrack are battling for a race lead down the back straightaway. Look at Marcucci now in the 8. He'll get around Klager for third. Slider takes off in the lead. Josh slips up the hill. Here comes Steeler. New race leader at 5 to go. It's the real deal, Chris Steele.
Well, we knew that car was fast, as we talked about at the beginning of the night. That car picked up a win just a few short weeks ago. So Chris knew that he had a hot shoe underneath the hood of that car here tonight, and he is holding down the fort in the top spot, holding off the man of the hour, the 17 of Josh Slider, who has been fast all evening. Slider looking for a way back around the 16 of Steele, but Steele doing a great job of holding his own out front.
Fastest lap last time by, fastest lap of the night belongs to Chris Steele in the 16. But Josh Slider finds something on the outside. He will retake the lead entering turn 3. He has to outbrake him to get around Steeler. Will he complete the pass? Yes, he will. Josh Slider regains the race lead. 2 to go.
Well, Josh Slider finding his stride once again after that final restart. And now putting some distance between him and the second place driver of Chris Steele, because now Mark Marcucci is looking to the inside of Steeler, and that's going to hold him up, and that's just what Josh Slider wants.
Final time into turns number 3 and 4. The Niagara Falls Nissan 17. Josh Slider will win the Canadian Model 8 Nationals. Marcucci for second. Third is Chris Steele. Tyler Winger, strong run for the sophomore pilot. He comes home fourth. In the Beamsville Bullet, Paul Klager will complete the top 5.
So we are going to move right into our modified feature tonight. Hold off on our Victory Lane celebrations until the end of the evening. As we said, it is getting pretty cold out there tonight. We want to get you fans back into the warmth of your cars or your houses or wherever you are going.